Fucking car alarm. Hey everyone, Tian here. I'm back at last with another video. Now normally for these I try to do like tutorials to help teach what I know about lighting and toy photography. But this time I thought I would give you guys some lighting exercises. So it's one thing to like kind of have an understanding of the basic principles of lighting, but it's another to be able to apply them to new situations. So that's what I'm hoping you guys will do this time, is to try to play around with your lighting setups, try some new ones, and maybe challenge yourself to get some different looks creatively. So the first challenge that I have is for you to light more than one figure in your shot. Now, a lot of my shots are just single figures, and the advantage to that is that basically all of the light that you put in the scene, I mean, there's only like really one thing that you need to light, maybe the background too. But things change when you try to light two figures at a time, or three figures, even more than that, because then you start to see kind of the limits of your light fall off, like how far your light is going to be effective. You start having to deal with shadows from like figures that cast shadows on each other. And you also have to, once you start adding in multiple light sources, you have to start dealing with like the spill from those extra light sources onto your figures and your backdrops. The second exercise is to use light sources that are different colors. So you can use a mix of daylight and artificial light. That's probably the simplest way to do it, is to just go up to a window with like a warm desk lamp. If you have something where you can control the color output, let's say like a flash with a gel or a video light with adjustable color balance, that's a great way to do it. Or if it's nighttime, you can even use something like a candle. I've shot with candles before, it's very interesting. So the challenge here is to either get the white balancing right so that your picture looks natural, or to see how you can use that mix of colors creatively to like enhance the mood of your photo. And it's not as simple as you might think. So for this one, if your camera can shoot in RAW, I really encourage that you do that and try to get more into RAW processing, because that'll give you a lot of flexibility with your final image. But you can do that. You could do the same challenge with shooting JPEG. It's just you get a little less control over your final image if you're not shooting RAW. The third exercise is going to be to use lights of different sizes. For example, you could use a flash and one of these LED light banks. Another possibility is to use the good old window during daylight, and let's say a table lamp or a desk lamp. Or you could just scrounge around your house and see what light sources you can come up with. There's probably going to be a surprising number of light sources in your house that you never considered using. The goal of this exercise is to learn about how light is going to behave at different sizes and shapes. This is going to make you play around with like the spacing between your light and your subjects, and it's going to force you to play around with the angles, and it's going to force you to learn how to use hard and soft lights in different ways. You know, which lights are going to be hard, which lights are going to be soft, and also how to balance their output. The fourth exercise is going to be to do a high key photo and a low key photo. So what that means is a high key photo, most of your picture is going to be very bright. One way to do it is to have your subject in front of, say, a white background and then just blow out the background. What that's going to teach you is how to get that kind of style, but also you need to make sure that the background is uniform, and then you need to be able to control the spill from the background lights onto the subject. So a low-key photo is the other way around. Most of your picture is going to be dark. And the exercise there is to figure out how to control your lights so that they don't spill onto the background, how to keep your lights focused onto your subject. All right, our fifth and final exercise is a challenge to take a photo without using a light source in front of your subject. So to the sides or behind is fine. The idea is to play with other aspects of lighting, especially shadows, rim lighting, silhouetting. And really the idea is to get you to start thinking about the style and mood of your image and get you out of that sort of zone where you just don't even think about the lighting. You just slap a light in front of your thing and then take a picture of it. We want to start getting more creative with our placement of lights and our usage of shadows. All right, so hopefully you'll challenge yourself with these exercises and have some fun while you're doing it. You know, the goal isn't to get you to buy a bunch of lighting equipment. It's to give you a prompt to explore, play around, get creative, and maybe get some inspiration. You know, if you can come up with some new lighting setups that look awesome for the photos that you want to take, then this is time well spent. If you want to share your results with me, you can always hit me up on Instagram. I'd love to take a look at what you come up with. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, or if you want to be super generous, give me a donation on my Ko-fi account. Every little bit helps. And I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.